Okay, to begin, let me first explain that the Midwestern Regional Climate Center is one of 6 regional climate centers in the U.S., each emphasizing climate data and information for that region. The MRCC covers a 9-state region, and we're located here in Champaign. Our region is impacted by 3 main climate sectors, agriculture probably being the most obvious, the Great Lakes region, another key climate sector, as well as major metropolitan areas that are now faced with planning for extreme weather events. Climate change and variability seem to be on everyone's mind, so our center works to relate climate data to impacts such as energy for alternative energy sources and the health sector to better understand the timing and intensity of the West Nile virus outbreaks. The National Park Service and the Bureau of Indian Affairs are 2 groups the MRCC has recently reached out to in hopes of developing climate partnerships. We've also been talking to folks involved with the wildfire management and planning and the wine industry and how they use climate data for decision-making purposes. For our products, temperature is likely the most common parameter, so we put the current weather into climatological perspective by comparing to what is normal, and we try to tailor our products for various regions, so here's an example of a map developed for the full National Weather Service Central Region. Precipitation products, here's an example that combines ground observation with radar data to create finer detailed maps. And don't forget the precipitation data also includes snowfall and snow depth, so here's a 24-hour map showing snowfall event in a previous year. For climate data, the MRCC not only provides raw data for many locations, but also value-added products, such as this one that ranks July precipitation over the years, and another product that identifies times where the temperature was over 95 degrees for at least 5 consecutive days. Applications such as growing degree day maps are also developed and put into climatological perspective with the departure maps provided. And we have other value-added products that the MRCC creates, such as maps showing the typical dates of the last freeze for the season, and also what is the typical date of the winter season's first freeze, so we can do both spring and winter. Models help us develop products such as this soil moisture map, and by examining related departure maps, we can learn more about the strengths and weaknesses within these models. In addition to these in-house products, the MRCC also links to many other external climate data products, such as this USGS streamflow map. Similar non-MRCC products provided on our website include drought tools, such as the U.S. Drought Monitor, the classic Palmer Drought Severity Maps, and maps estimating how much precipitation would be needed to bring us out of a particular drought. Moving on to future products I want to share with all of you, we've already implemented an online GIS tool where users can zoom into areas or even enter an address, city, or zip code to find out which stations are available. This makes it easier for the users to identify which station locations from which they would like data. In terms of applied research, we're hoping to get more involved with relationships to larger scale climate variability. For example, how are regional droughts, snowfall, or even temperature patterns related to phases of the various climate teleconnections, such as El Nino and the North Atlantic Oscillation. Due to the human impacts from climate variability, more climate extreme products, reports, and research are being pursued at the MRCC to help with things like infrastructure planning and human health. In terms of non-traditional climate products, there's a growing interest in climatologies for things like dew point temperature and evapotranspiration. The energy and engineering communities could use more wind climatology products, and the wildfire and prescribed burning communities could use more upper air and fuel stress climatologies. With the increasing awareness of climate variability and its effect on so many different sectors, there's a growing demand for more climate information from the energy sector, for the crops and pest management sector, and for the wildfire preparedness sector. The MRCC doesn't want to fall behind on the technology curve either, so there's already discussions underway among all of the regional climate centers for how we can collaborate in the development of mobile applications related to climate applications. For the community, the MRCC has developed a new Living with Extreme Weather site that will provide information to the public to help deal with atmospheric events such as heat waves, drought, and ice storms. Our extension climatologist is also developing new tools for the K-12 community and other local interest groups as well. So the MRCC works with a lot of observational data that's then ingested into our computers and servers. Our programmers and designers then work diligently to convert all of that data into climate tools and products driven by our user needs in a way that's easily readable and easily accessible. So there you have it, the Midwestern Regional Climate Center, a source for climate data, research, and decision-making information.